here in Mumbai, how the city has come on. The energy in this city is quite astonishing. It's more like Manhattan now than the Mumbai I remember from 3 years ago. Wonderful to be back. The Mumbai spirit is tangible. So much energy in this city. I'm loving it. And every heart, of course, beats for Mumbai and the race on Sunday. It brings us together in a unique way. Marathon racing, as they describe it, the marathon, is the Mount Everest for every man. But to go to Mount Everest now, I think many of you know, you need an awful lot of money, tens of thousands of dollars, lots of climbing experience, and you're dicing with death. Whereas this Mount Everest that's coming at us on Sunday is accessible. Every single one of you could do it. Whether or not you're a jogger or you do any running, every single one of you could take on this Mount Everest and beat that challenge in years to come, even if it's not this coming Sunday. So there's a challenge for each of you. The quality of the racing this Sunday will be fantastic. Global Sports have done a wonderful job in pulling together really strong fields in the men's and women's races. I think there are 14 men who have broken 2:10 running on Sunday, and 11 of them have run faster than the course record. 11 of them. That course record was 2 hours, 8 minutes and 9 seconds. In the women's race, there are 12 women who have broken 2:30. And 8 of them have broken 2:25, and that is knocking on the door of the course record, which is 2:24:33. So really good chance of course records in both the men's and women's races on Sunday. I can't wait. Of course, course records would be the icing on the cake. What I'm looking forward to is fabulous racing, and we are guaranteed fabulous racing because of the quality of those fields. But it is about the masses as well. I think around 45,000 entries for all the different races on Sunday. Many in the marathon itself. When I came here, 18 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it was, I think there were about 300 or 400 in the full marathon. The running culture was building in Mumbai. Well, now it's arrived like a tornado, and there are, I think, about 8,000 or 9,000 in the full marathon on Sunday, but some 45,000 in all the different races. Let's have a quick reminder of what's coming at us on Sunday.
झील के अंदर एक जिंदा लहर उठाना, हर दिल की खुली सड़क पे उम्मीदें लिखते जाना, सोए सोए सपनों को एक हलचल ख्वाब दिखाना, बेबाक इरादे लेकर बिन बंदिश बहते जाना, सोच दिया तो मुमकिन है, निकल पड़ो तो मुमकिन है.
It's a Mount Everest for everybody, the less abled as well as all of us lucky enough to be very abled. There is a course out there that has changed a little bit. I've been talking to Hugh Jones, the race director, who's been here for a week working on the course, and because of all the fantastic development that's going on in Mumbai, so the course has been slightly harder to organise. Hugh told me yesterday that every time he looks at some roadworks and takes that into account and makes some adjustments, it's changed a few days later. So he's had enormous challenges in getting the race right, getting the course perfect for the runners, but it is ready, I understand. I mean, all of you are familiar, I'm sure, with Mumbai, even just along Marine Drive, the massive works that are going ahead, and that, of course, creates huge challenges for race organisers. But let's have a look at the course that they will be running around now. We've got a quick journey round Mumbai. So of course they start at CSMT as ever, and then that slight downhill, well, they head around the Maidan, which is pretty flat, of course, big cricket venue, a couple of laps of that. And that's nice flat running, enables the athletes to get into a rhythm, and then a slight downhill to Marine Drive, left past the hotel, past the Trident Hotel, that U-turn, and then the long sweep along Marine Drive. Really good, fast, flat running that, although they're exposed to the full rays of the early morning sun. Past Chowpatty, the beach, and then right up Pedder Road. And Pedder Road, of course, well, this is the first time they have to negotiate the hill. Really big climb there, about a half mile long, about 800 meters long, down past the Haji Ali Mosque, continuing north. Hopefully no strong breezes off the sea, because of course at start time it will be nice and cool. And then left onto the Worley Sea Face, the Sea Link. They're on there for several kilometres. Again, we don't really want any wind in the face of the athletes. That could affect them. But again, it is good flat running, easy to get into rhythm. Past the halfway point at the toll booth, then back onto dry land. And heading south again past the Mahim Church. And at Shivaji Park, of course. Past Siddhivinaya Temple. And the famous Bazaar, Century Bazaar. Again, it's not many twists and turns. That is the beauty of this course. It's a really quick course with only one or two twists and turns. A U-turn there before the Worley Sea Face, and then that long journey south past Haji Ali once again. And then perhaps the most significant point of the course, as they go past Jaslock Hospital, that long climb here for about 800 meters. And of course it flattens out in the middle and then goes up again, so it's got a double whammy, that hill on the return journey, with about 7k to go. Back along Marine Drive. Really fast running here. This is where the race usually breaks up, and then a left up DN Road to the finish at CSMT, where they will be roared home, we hope, by the thousands of spectators. We're looking forward to fabulous racing. It's a course that many of you are familiar with, I'm sure. I've never run around the whole course. I think I've driven around it a few times. But it's the athletes who are going to be taking on that particular challenge. And it's the athletes now I'm looking forward to talking to. We've got the creme de la creme of our best elite athletes here. And I'd like to invite up, first of all, the defending champion from 2020, a 25-year-old Ethiopian. When he came here 3 years ago, he'd never run a marathon before. But not only did he storm to a fantastic win, but he set a course record of 2 hours, 8 minutes and 9 seconds here in Mumbai. Please welcome our defending champion, Darara Hurisa. And Gemadu is going to help us with translation. Gemadu, please join us. Thank you very much indeed, gents. Darara has raced sparingly since his win here 3 years ago. Last year he won a marathon in Mexico in Guadalajara in 2:12, which I guess must have been at altitude, so it was that's a very strong time at high altitude. But what I want to ask Darara first of all is, when he won here 3 years ago, he looked really strong, he looked confident, and he pulled away in the last kilometre, the last 2 kilometres maybe. Is that a way that he sees his race unfolding on Sunday? Is he going to wait a long time? Is he going to be patient?
Kasin jedhani bara dura yoo mo'attu haga dhumaa eeggataa turte. Baranallee akkasuma eeggachuu barbaadamu amma dhumaatitti eeggattee dhumarra deemuu barbaadamu maali yaanni kee?
Durseetoo yakkattuun jechuudha. Yaa koronaa addunyaa hunda miidheera. Koronaan kun akka kana irratee dorgommii isaa deebuu isaatti immoo gammachuu guddaatu natti dhaga'ama. Ittaansee ani haala dorgommii murteessaadha. Dirqama haga dhumaatti eeggachaa odoon ta'e dorgommiin akkaataa yeroo finishingiidhaan mootu jira, peesiidhaanis yeroo mootu jira, dorgommiitu murteessa.
First of all, I want to say for everyone, thank you for God. We back after Corona for the first year these races, and I am very happy to come here. And who invited me, I want to say thank you again. That one, to decide my race, the race is, if the race in the beginning fast, the tactical is changing. If the race is slower, the tactical is also changing. That one is for that year, I decide myself, when I see everybody is very strong, I am not experienced in the race, by that case completely. In the last, I wait last 2 kilometers. This year maybe the tactical will change and depend on the race.
As I understand it, he's run just 3 marathons. He won here on his debut, then he won in Vienna 2021, but he was disqualified because the shoes were wrong. He had too much support in his shoes. And then he won in Guadalajara in 2021. So he's run 3 marathons and he's won them all. Tell us about his training. Is he in good shape to win again? Is he very happy with his form?
Maatsinjeri fakkaata maraatoonii jalqabaa asitti mo'attee irraan deebitee Veenatti fiiddee si jala kaansilii ta'ee achiin Meeksikootti fiiddee amma qophiin kee maal fakkaataa mo'achuu deebitee mo'achuu hin dandeettamoo jedhanii waa'ee kophee sanillee maaliif akka kaansilii ta'e kanneen haa ibsituu barbaada.
Hojii seeraan hojjenneerra shaakala hojjenneerra anatu mo'ataan immoo ijoollee kaan tuffachuudha waan ta'eef yaa hunduu nama wadhadhee dhufe kanaafiyyuu anis dorgommii gaarii kaachuudhaaf mo'achuudhaaf tattaaffiin godha malee nama mo'atan jedhu hundiyyuu hojjetee dhufee atileetii cimaa jira ijoollee ciccimtuu jira isa sanbatatu murteessa yaa caammaa sun immoo ani otoon beekinii beekee miti dogongoraan caammaa sun fadhee caammichi immoo akka haqamee san hin beekne sanii.
He say I try to my best to defend my champion again, but everybody is here. Everybody willing to run these races. Everybody coming for winning. By that case, my training was very nice, and I did for this one. I am better than the other. I know the course now, not like the first year. I hope I will do my best, but also I consider the other is not easy. Very competitors, a lot of competitors in the field when I see the starting list. And for Vienna Marathon, for the Vienna, they disqualify me. I did not know the rule is working like that. Even I saw my management send the bags to the race places. When I see the race, the race shoes looks very same, and I put it. And when in the end of the races, they say this is not allowed to run for it, and I miss it. I am crying after the races, but I cannot do anything. That one is a chance to explain all this.
So, after he was disqualified in Vienna, and as he says, he didn't know about the shoe rule, and then he was injured through a lot of last year. I think he had injuries through 2022. He didn't race at all last year. So this is his first race for a long time. What was the injury?
Aga Mexico fiiddeen booda yeroo dheeraadhaaf hin fiinne maal iroonti si dhukkube maaliif fiiguu diddee jidduu kanattu maaltu dhuumame dhibeen si dhukkube maaliidha?
Akkuma atis beektu lukana dhukkubaa ture sababa dhukkuba lukaatiin miilaatiin kan nucha ture jechuudha kana keessa.
He says with the hip injury he cannot able to train. By that case he decided to recover from injury, and to recover from that injury it took too long, and he did not compete by that cases.
Just one quick question about the Ethiopian runners. There are so many fabulous runners in Addis. And I'm wondering, do they get good medical backup? Do they get good medical support, doctors and physiotherapy? Do they have good help with injuries?
ብዙ እንዲህ ይሄንን ኢንጁሪ የሚረዳ ሰው የለም ወይ? atleetotiin baay'een isaanii dhukkubsii akkanaa hin qabu namni isaan gargaarutu hin jirre moo maaliif yeroo dheeraa sirraa fudhatee akkamiin uumamuu danda'a otoo ijoollee baay'ee irratti wanti kun.
Akkuma beekamu haalli shaakala bootaas baay'ee gaarii hin turreef ani immoo yeroo sana shaakala cimaa waan hojjechaa tureef sababa saniin dhukkubni kun natti dhufe.
He says that even the place they train was not comfortable. It is to prevent from the injury is not easier. There is a physiotherapist, but not very professional. Okay, that's all.
Okay, okay. Well, listen, I hope the injury is kept at bay on Sunday, that everything is good and you have a successful race. Thank you very much indeed, Darara.
Gammadi sambatatti dorgommii gaarii fiiguu in fidda jedhee yaada. Thank you baay'ee galatoomi.
Isinillee galatooma.
Thank you, you also.
Okay, our next athlete is another Ethiopian, a 28-year-old with a best of 2:04. Actually, a very, very quick time. That was when he was second in Dubai back in 2016. Let's have a quick look at his information. So, ladies and gentlemen, he started 18 marathons. He's won 7 of them. That is a very, very rare and high success rate. Please welcome Haile Lemme. Haile, welcome to Mumbai. Now, you've made this marathon racing game he's made it look a little easy. He won his first 4 marathons. And he has winning 7 out of 18 starts. It's almost 50% success rate. That is very special. Is his training good, and is he going to give us another win on Sunday?
Maraatoonii 4 takataataa yeroo jalqabaa hin mo'atte. Maraatoonii 18 fiidde keessa maraatoonii 7 mo'atte. Sanbata mo'adha jettee yaadamoo kanarratti ati immoo maaliif akka kaawwan mo'achuu dadhabde yeroo dheeraadhaaf waa'ee kophee homa injurii kana himsa.
Galatooma duraan dursee kan Mumbai maraatoonii guddicha asitti affeeruu isaaniitiin baay'ee galata guddaan qaba. Itti aansee dorgommii 4 walitti aansee mo'adhe. Sana booda injurii kophee waan adda addaa waan ture. Amma shaakala gaariin hojjetee dhufe. Maybe waan uumamuun beeku mo'achuus mo'achuu baachuus nan danda'a.
He says yes, he won races consecutively, especially for the first 4 marathon. I won. In that time, my preparation, everything was nice. When I won 4 marathon, everything is same. After 2060, the rule of shoes is changing. By the case of changing, the other get advantage, especially Nike shoes. And my company did not provide for me in that time good shoes. By that case, after winning a lot of races, I cannot able to win. After my company giving me again good shoes, I start with in Boston 2nd places last year. Again, I hope for this one I am ready. I will try again to win, to start to win again in good way.
Okay, he won in Dubai in 2015. Dubai is one of the very big, highly respected races. He won in Boston in 2016. And he set his fastest time in Dubai in 2016 when he was second. And the conditions in Dubai, I think, are similar to here. It'll be warm. It'll be warm for racing. So does he enjoy racing in the warm? He's quite happy with it to be hot?
ሁለት ሺህ bara kudha lama digdama kudha jahatti Dubaayin mo'atte lama duwwaa afur wajjin fiidde qilleensi achiitiif kun wal fakkaata qilleensa ho'aa kanan jaalattamoo maal si fakkaata sun
qilleensa ho'aan waluma keessa qorraas ho'aas waluma keessa garuu ho'aan moorni natti tola. I like better than warm weather. The warm weather looks very comfortable for me, and but even I can run even in other courses and other weathers, but this one is what I thinking. It looks better for me than the other weather.
Okay, good. Well, I think on Sunday morning that the race is so early, the start is so early that it will be a nice temperature, and I think when these guys are finishing, it won't be too hot. So fingers crossed we get good conditions for fast racing.
Adu Sambata ganama subiidhaan jalqabdu faxaanii fiddan jennee kiyaanna hundaafuu quba keenna waliin kiroosii goone isinii kadhannaa jedhan faxaaniin fiddanii isiniin jedha aduu sanbataa waan qilleensi honnoo taane oo'anii sirri fidna jettanii yaaddamoo maal si fakkaata?
Akkuma dorgommiiti yoo dorgommiin baay'ee ariifataa ta'e nullee ariifataa ta'uu fiiguu dandeenya ooppiisota gaarii fidanii dhufan nullee ariifataa fiiguu dandeenya shaakalli keenyallee shaakala baay'ee gaarii waan ture ariifataa fiiguu dandeenya. Qilleensi amma qilleensatu murteessaadha qilleensi yoo qilleensi gaarii ta'e fiigisa gaarii fiiguu dandeenya.
Daraaraa wajjin waliin jirtanii wajjin hojjettanii akkam
dorgommiidha murteessan guyyaa sana.
Okay, he says this one is if we willing to try to run with my colleague, with my training partner, with Darara, also Zodi is his training partner. We want to try to run if there is the pacemaker pushing in the beginning faster. We did not afraid about our training. Our training was very nice, and we willing to try. But one of us can win or beat one of them. And in the races, I asked him, do you think to beat your training partner? He says, this is the race. I did not wait like the training, the last one, and I tried to.
So training partners and friends, but when the racing starts, then that stops. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Our next athlete is from Kenya, of course, the continual rivals of the Ethiopians. He's 31 years old. He has a best time of 2:05. That was from a win in Toronto 4 years ago now, Toronto 2019. This is his 17th marathon start. Again, he's very, very experienced, and very sensibly he runs 2 marathons per year. Let's have a quick look at something about this athlete. Ladies and gentlemen, the Toronto Marathon champion, Philemon Rono. Philemon. Philemon, thanks for joining us. Listen, the first thing I've got to ask is, when I Googled you, The first thing that came up is your nickname, and it says Baby Police. Why is that? Why's your nickname Baby Police?
Thank you, Tata Marathon Mumbai, for your invitation. That name comes to be Baby Police because I'm a police officer, and in my course I was the shortest man in the force.
Just because you're small?
Yeah.
That's the obvious answer, I guess. Now listen, you've shown enormous consistency. You had 3 wins at Toronto Marathon. You know, I know Toronto very well, and Alan, the race director there. But this is a very tough field on Sunday. The best I think we've ever had in Mumbai. Darara and Haile will be tough competitors, amongst others. Are you ready? Has training been good?
Yeah, of course, my training was really good. So to come here is just to come and do my best, because everything I've done was perfect. So I'm just coming to prove myself. I have 2 strong competitors here, and the other one is still they are in hotel. So for me, it's just come and try my best to show that coming to Mumbai in a good way.
Now you train at Kaptagat under Patrick Sang, and Eliud is one of your training partners, Eliud Kipchoge, who was raised here in the Delhi Half Marathon. He's won the Delhi Half Marathon. Did you talk with Eliud before coming here about racing in India?
Yeah, we train with Eliud, my training partner. So the only what he told me I won Delhi Half to 2016. So he wished me success. The only success is a win.
Do you think training with a world record holder most days of the week, does it give you an extra confidence? Do you sort of feel like an extra strength in your heart because you're training with Eliud and you know that it works for him, the training works for him every year, every race? Is it the same for you? Does it give you extra confidence?
Yes, it's a privilege to train with a coach. For me, always when you train with a champion, you aim for yourself to be a champion again. That's my aim.
Okay, well, we wish you the very best of luck on Sunday, Philemon, and I know you'll want Kenya to be back up there on top of the rostrum at the end of the race.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, any questions for our top 3 men that we've got up here at the moment? They're all looking forward to Sunday's racing. Of course, they'll have a very quiet day tomorrow, and I think they will be here for photographs and 1 or 2 questions afterwards. But any questions for them now? Okay, if not, then a very big thank you to Darara, Haile and Philemon. Thank you very much indeed. And Gemedu, thank you. We'll move straight on to our ladies, and Gemedu is going to carry on helping us because we have a young Ethiopian lady coming up who won Mumbai back in 2019 in 2 hours 25 minutes. She won by 24 seconds. That's a pretty comfortable win, and it was one of the first 3 marathons she ran in 2019, including her personal best, which was at 2:24 in Amsterdam. Let's have a quick look at this lady's credentials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2019 Mumbai Marathon winner, Worknesh Alemu. Okay, Worknesh, welcome to Mumbai. You know the course here. She's run here and won here before. But 4 years later, is she a better runner? Is she a smarter runner? Is she a stronger runner than in 2019?
2019 በጣም ጠንካራ ነሽ ሁሉ ዘንድሮስ እንደዛው ጠንካራ ነሽ ወይ ያሻሻልሽው ነገር አለ ወይ ከበፊቱ የተሻለ እምልሽ
አመሰግናለሁ እዚህ ሰዓትንም ያሻሻልኩት ማራቶንም ያሸነፍኩት እዚህ ነውና በሰላም ተገናኘን ይላል ጉዳት ላይ ነው ቆየው ለረጅም ጊዜ ሩጫ ረጅም ጊዜ ቆይቻለሁ እና በዚህ ነው ተዘጋጅቻለሁ እላለሁ እንግዲህ እግዚአብሔር ያውቃል ሁሉ
she says this marathon is my debut in the when I won here 290 is my debut races and again my PB also here I'm very happy I am very lucky this marathon come back like before and for long years I was very injured in my legs now the injury is gone my preparation was very nice better than before now I am experienced in marathon also I will try my best to defend my title again I hope the God can help me again
so Ethiopians have enjoyed so much success here in Mumbai on the women's side. They've, out of the 17 previous races, 13 have been Ethiopians. The Ethiopian women have been the winner 13 times. Is her shape good enough to run a personal best on Sunday, does she think, and win the race? And if she runs a personal best, then she'll almost certainly set a new course record. Is she in her best shape ever?
ምንድነው እስከ አሁን ከተደረገው 17 ውድድሮች መካከል 13ቱን ኢትዮጵያኖች ናቸው ያሸነፉት አንቺስ ተመልሰሽ 14ኛውን ለማሸነፍ ዝግጁ ነሽ ወይ እንዴት ነው ምን ይሰማሻል ስለ ኮርስ ሪከርዶት ለማሻሻል ምን የምታስቢው ነገር አለ
ቀላል የምታይ ነገር አይደለም ምክንያቱም ረጅም ሩጫ ነው እዛን ቀን የቀን ሁለት ነው እንግዲህ የሚለየውና እኔም እንደማንኛውም አትሌት ለማሸነፍም ሰዓትንም ለማሻሻል ነው እቅዴ ለረጅም ጊዜም በጉዳቱም ስለቆየው ያን ነገሮች እንግዲህ አሁን ስለተሻለኝ ጥሩ ሩጫ ሩጣለሁ ብዬ ነው የማስበው ለራስም እና ያው አትሌቶች ጠንካሮች አትሌቶች ናቸው ያሉት ሁሉም ማኔጀር ጠንካራ አትሌት ነው ብሎ ነው መልከው ሁሉም እንግዲህ ለመሮጥ ነው የሚመጣው ሁሉም አትሌት ከዛ ውስጥ እኔም እንግዲህ አሪፍ ውድድር እሮጣለሁ ብዬ ነው የማስበው
the first thing is I was stay in injury too long and but now I recover everything the first thing is I want to God thanks to come back for the races again 42 kilometer is not easy job too long and I cannot 100% I can win the race and I am not talking like everything is handled by me but that one is decided by that date one if my performance is like my training I can win the races I try to run my PV and again I try if everything is going well I willing to try course record if everything is going well and even the competitors is not easier the competitors looks very strong and very competitive everything I willing to see to start the race to put my PB big number and to decide what will happen in the end of the races
what was the injury problem and when was the injury
መቼ እኔ ያመመሽ ህመምሽ ምን ነበር?
ህመም ያው የተረከዝ ህመም ነበረ። ትሬኒንጉን ስቀንስ የመሻል ነገር አለ። ትሬኒንጉን ጫና ሰራበት የመነሳት ችግር ነበረብኝ። ያው በዛም ምክንያት ውድድር በሚሄደው ጊዜ እንደ ልብ ያለመሮጥ ችግር ነበረብኝ። በዛም ምክንያት ያው የተረከዝ ህመም ለረጅም ጊዜ ቆይቶብኛል እና እንደፈለኩ እንደ ልብ እንዳልሰራ የመከልከል ነገር ነበረበት እና ያው የሱ ኬስ ነው።
መቼ ነው የተፈጠረው?
ባንስ የሁለት አመት ያህል ቆይቶብኛል።
Okay. Now, this injury stayed with me 2 years. It was my heel pain. When I decrease the training, it is gone. When I increase the training, the injury become painful. By that cases, it stay with me too long.
Okay, well, we hope it stays away this weekend. 2 years of injury is frustrating. Thank you very much indeed. Our next athlete is from Kenya. She's the most experienced in the race in many ways. At the age of 38, this will be her 32nd marathon. Her debut was back in 2007. That was a 2:38 run in the USA, which has improved dramatically. Her best is now 2 hours 22 minutes. Let's have a quick look at some of her credentials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sharon Chirop. Sharon, welcome to Mumbai.
Thank you.
Now listen, the last Kenyan woman to win here was Bonez Kitur back in 2017. So should the Ethiopians be worried this Sunday? Are you in good shape?
First of all, I'm so happy to be invited in this race. I think this is my first time. It is going to be my debut here in Mumbai. I'm well excited for the race on Sunday. I think I'm going to have a good race. As the way you say, we have a strong team. But although it's not yet fully, after Corona, I had to take a off season for maternity leave. I'm from maternity leave, in which I was blessed double twins. So I will try my best on Sunday. I believe that before race we are all winners. Nobody coming to a race hoping to be number 2 or number 3. Before the race we are all winners. Even me, I'm winner now. Yeah, I will try my best.
Back in 2011, I was in Moscow at the World Championships. A sweltering hot day. I think the women's race started at some crazy time, like 12 o'clock midday or something, and it was a very, very hot summer. And you took the bronze medal in the World Championships. So clearly you are a good racer in the warm. Are you hoping it'll be warm Sunday morning?
I believe it's going to be warm, but I don't think it's going, although I think I have not yet checked the weather, I don't think it's going to be too humid like 2011 World Championship. I believe that everything will go well with a strong team. Nothing is going to be impossible. Maybe coast record will be broken because I saw the team is strong with the strong ladies. Yeah, records they are there to be broken.
You've been very vocal through the pandemic and encouraging Kenyan athletes to make the most of themselves, focus upon education for personal development. Where do you get this drive from, this sort of belief that you can encourage athletes? Where do you get that strong character from? Is this from your parents or from your good teachers at school or what?
Baton, I didn't understand your question well. You can't repeat.
So I understand that you have been very vocal. You've talked a lot during the pandemic about encouraging athletes to look after their finances, their financial challenges, and to focus upon education, personal education, so that, you know, they develop as a very rounded person, not just as a runner maybe who's very focused on just their training. So do you believe that the Tata Mumbai Marathon is a great way of people developing themselves and developing their lives so they become more rounded people?
Yeah, I've been teaching some of my fellow athletes because I know after running is a short career, and I've been teaching them so that when anything happens like that time of Corona, you have to cope with life, because what we are getting here, we will not get in the rest of our life, and we have no pension as an athlete, so we have to invest well so that we can, when we retire, we can still enjoy what we worked hard for.
Very well said, Sharon.
Yeah,
that is
you.
rare, wise words from an elite athlete. I think so many elite athletes focus upon their racing. They concentrate on being amongst the best in the world, but it's lovely to hear you speaking that way.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sharon, and good luck Sunday.
Thank you.
Our next athlete, well, another Kenyan, 31 years old, best of 2:25, which he set when she won in Buenos Aires back in September 2019. Let's have a quick look at her credentials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rhoda Tanui. Rhoda. Rhoda, welcome to Mumbai. I know you were second here in 2020, so you know the course a little bit, but this is your 21st marathon, apparently. You've done 20 so far. This is number 21. And that's just in 6 years of racing marathons. When you ran here in 2019, and you set your personal best, it was your 5th marathon that year. And that's very rare. I mean, some athletes would say, yeah, if it's a 10K, I can do 5 or 6 a year, but not 5 or 6 marathons in a year. You ran 6 in total back in 2019. But because you know the course, because you've run well here before, do you feel as though there's more pressure on you?
Okay, I want to thank you first for the Mumbai Marathon for inviting us again here. I was here in 2020, I think it was 2020, and I was second. So I'm so glad to come back here on 2023. So I hope I will do my best. I know it's a lot of, we have a lot of competitors, our team are so strong, but we believe that we will do our best here.
Now, I know that you took, after your race here in 2020, you stayed away and all of 2021 because you were having a little girl.
Yeah, after 2020 here in Mumbai, I went for a maternity leave and I was blessed with a baby girl by the name Tiana. So that's why I was off on 2021 and 2022. That's why now I'm back.
So you've got a little girl, 2-year-old girl, Tiana.
Yeah, 1.5 years now.
1.5, 1.5.
Yeah.
Has that changed your life? Has it given you a different perspective on things? Will you be thinking about her in the race on Sunday when it gets tough?
Yeah, for now, because I have a baby girl, I look after her. So I have to do more, I have to concentrate more so that I can have something for her. I will run for her.
And will the family be back at home watching it on TV?
Yeah,
watching
they will
it online?
be watching, yeah.
Just the family, or do friends and family come around to the house?
Family and friends, family and friends.
Many people gathered together.
Yeah.
And tell us, your shape is very good. You're happy with the way training has gone?
Yeah, my training was good, my shape was good, so I hope I will do my best.
Do you think that having a baby, a young baby, is a good distraction? In other words, is it, you know, when you finish your training in the mornings, you've got something else that is good in your life. You don't have to think about training the whole time. You don't have to think about running. Is that a positive benefit?
Yeah, you know, everything is not running. We have a life after running. So we have a family, we have something to look after. So after running, you have to look after the baby. You have to have another thing which distracts you. So that's life.
That's life. That sounds like a good life.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Any questions for our top 3 ladies here? Any questions at all? As I said, they are going to be here for photographs and for quick one-to-ones if you need them. Sorry, say again? You want all of Okay, I think we're going to call it a day there. Thank you very much. Can we get the three male athletes up? Philemon, can you come up? And guys, can you come up? Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
years old and a happy person by nature. Being non-verbal does not stop
Fantastic. Global Sports have done a wonderful job in pulling together really strong fields in the men's and women's races. I think there are 14 men who are